Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Take the L podcast. My name is RJ, and I am with my co-host, Liam.
You know, that sounded very natural. That was, good effort. Good effort.
I try my best.
Today on the Take the L podcast, we're keeping it pretty light, and by light, I mean not light at all.
And I'm drinking, so
I'm drinking Mountain Dew.
I'll let Liam go ahead and go on this little rant that he has planned.
And also, you may notice that RJ is not here. He's having camera difficulties, but he's still here in spirit. So that's the important thing.
When you start hearing spirits in your head, you know there's a problem. But I'm here.
RJ is honestly just a voice in my head. I just manifested him. I'm actually a ventriloquist.
Yes, you didn't know we're the same person.
So, top of the show, let's talk about some shit. Respawn has decided that they're going to, I believe, stop support altogether for Titanfall 1. They're getting fucking DDoSed to hell.
So I feel like the Titanfall 1 community is really kind of dead.
I actually disagree wholeheartedly. Titanfall 1, Titanfall 1 is like the amalgamation of like a cult multiplayer game.
I guess so.
I can
see that.
There's not like a ton of it's not in the mainstream, but there's such a strong community, I feel like, of people who play Titanfall.
I feel like Titanfall 2 kind of hit that status lately though. Especially with like the launch of Apex. Because I hopped onto my Xbox the other day and tried to play a game of Titanfall, and there was literally 53 people playing.
Oh, it's huge on PC.
Yeah, well, I can see that. The game's fun. Don't get me. I played the crap out of Titanfall 2.
By the way, I'm not sponsored. We're not sponsored by Mountain Dew or anything. I'm just gonna be drinking a lot of it because I'm kind of tired, and it's 4 p.m. when we're filming this. So, yeah. I want to fucking quickly say, dude, fuck people who fuck DDoSers, dude. Like,
it's just people that really don't know what to do with themselves. Oh, I have this ability to do this, but I don't know what to do with my life, and I live in my parents' basement.
It's honestly like, it's kind of depressing, like how much like quote unquote DDoSing, like the DDoSing community has risen in the past. I don't fucking know.
Years.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts to me.
I don't. Besides, just like proving yourself. I'm quoting. You can't see it, but I'm air quoting, right? Proving yourself to a bunch of your other buddies that all live in their parents' basements as well. I don't see really any other point.
It's not even. I got DDoSed several times when I was playing fucking on the Xbox 360. First off, yeah, no. This is like, well, because you have to remember, I was playing on the Xbox like way late.
Right.
So like this is way well after fucking DDoS, the DDoS meme came out.
Because you didn't, when we were playing, you didn't originally have an Xbox, right? You're a PC.
Yeah, I was always a PC guy, and so I got an Xbox 360 in like 2015, I think. Because I really wanted to play like Call of Duty on console, because like that in 2015, like Black Ops 1 was still like super popular on Xbox 360.
Mm-hmm. As well as games like Skate and stuff like that.
Yeah, like there was no like cloud gaming wasn't a thing yet, so I couldn't play Skate 3. Right. And I think I also I bought Guitar Hero 3 because the PC version of it was kind of wonky. I actually don't think I was able to find like a legit copy of Guitar Hero 3 at the time for PC. So I just got a copy for the Xbox 360, which is how I started.
And that'd probably be your easiest way to find a controller as well, or a heart.
I've never played Guitar Hero 3 with a guitar controller.
What?
I've always played with a handheld controller. I've always played using the fucking normal ass Xbox 360 controller just because it was easier for me, because that's how I learned.
Yeah, I guess.
It's it's way harder to do. But for me, for some reason, like I just like got it on the 360 controller.
From what I've heard from a lot of people, it's easier with the controller.
You're with the actual controller or with the 360 controller?
With the 360 controller.
You're full of shit.
What do you mean actual? No, I swear to God.
The actual guitar controller is way fucking easier than the 360 controller.
I had buddies playing like expert easily. Or what was the last? It was expert, right? It was the hardest.
Yeah, expert's the hardest difficulty. I call absolute horseshit though, because in the in Guitar Hero 3 as it is programmed, you can't strum. You have to hit every note individually. So like songs like Holiday in Cambodia, I mean, of course, Through the Fire and the Flames, like all of those songs are.
Holiday in Cambodia for guitar?
That was on Guitar Hero 3.
Because I knew it was on Rock Band.
Yeah, Holiday in Cambodia was on Guitar Hero 3. But like Holiday in Cambodia, even like parts of Cliffs of Dover are fucking impossible with the Guitar Hero controller. Like anytime there's like a string of like single notes, you can't fucking do it. So yeah, no, I learned how to play difficult songs using the Xbox 360 controller, and I still play using it today on like Clone Hero and shit like that. Mostly because I don't want to fucking buy a guitar controller. I think they're pretty hard to find these days too.
They it's just eBay.
Yeah.
and when you're buying on eBay, it's hit or miss, especially with things like that.
Yeah.
The prices are probably jacked up.
I'm gonna look this up real quick. Guitar Hero controller PC.
I guess they're close to like $80 now. When they were originally like 50, 45.
How do I even? Okay, let's just check Amazon real quick. These are all for the Nintendo Wii. These are the ones that have the fucking Guitar Hero 2 controller for the Xbox 360. I think this one you can use the dongle for. Cheapest one is $175.
Yeah, it's one of those niche things that reverted back.
Oh yeah,
because you can still buy an Xbox 360 for dirt cheap.
Yeah, I'm now curious if I can fucking find one on eBay real quick. Guitar Hero controller. Nintendo Wii, Xbox 360, $49.99. Reed. Oh boy.
Reed.
That's always love to see that.
Yeah. Doesn't work properly.
Signs of cosmetic wear, but is fully operational.
What about Guitar? Because you can still play all of Guitar Hero with the Rock Band controller, can't you?
Nope.
No,
I'm pretty sure you can't. Oh, actually, you might be able to. I think it depends on the system that you're on. I think there was a big deal. Like sometimes it's compatible, sometimes it's not.
Right. I honestly know a lot of people like the buttons, the actual buttons for the Guitar controller, but I honestly prefer the more aesthetic look of the guitar.
Oh yeah, it looks cool, but fuck.
I have no problem. It was clicky enough for me to be able to differentiate.
Yeah, I've always been like between the controllers, the guitar, the peak of the controller was the one that came pre-packaged with Guitar Hero World Tour. That was the best one, in my opinion. Everyone likes the fucking stupid ass Gibson that came with the Guitar Hero 3. I fucking hated that controller. It's super. it's way too light. There's no weight to it. The fucking keys are super squishy.
That was also what I had a problem is that the Guitar controllers always felt fucking trashy.
Yeah. So
when the Rock Band controllers always felt great.
Yeah, I mean,
they weren't heavy per se, but they were heavier and they were like sturdy.
But yeah, no, I just because of like my circumstances, I just never like learned how to play with it. Like I can play Guitar Hero with a Guitar Hero controller, but like I just don't. And to me, it's I don't know. It's like OS. I actually started when I started playing OS Mania. I started using the Xbox 360 controller because I was already used to that, like the feel of doing that. But OS Mania is fucking impossible to play without it, like an actual keyboard. So
a lot of people play OS with a draw pad though.
Yeah, this is a kind of different like mode of OS. It's more similar to Guitar Hero than OS.
It's the scrolling forward one. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. The one that just like scrolls from top to bottom. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I started playing that on a 360 controller, and then I transitioned to playing on the keyboard because I was like, this is fucking impossible on harder maps.
Does it? What? Can you? I'm guessing you can. Because I've tried to play Friday Night Funkin'. And at least from what I saw, you couldn't map the keys.
Friday Night Funkin'. The itch game.
Yeah.
I have no clue if you can remap the keys on this. I've only seen this on I've only seen portions of this. Pretty dope ass game.
It's fun to play. However, it used the arrows.
Arrows are WASD, yeah.
And for me that's really wonky.
I played before Guitar Hero. This is my introduction into rhythm games actually. I shouldn't say this. So my introduction into rhythm games I think is the same as most people, which was DDR at the local bowling alley. But
yeah,
my actual as far as PC games that were rhythm games, my first introduction was called Super Crazy Guitar Maniac Deluxe 3. I can fucking hear the announcer in my head as I say that. It was a flash game I think that was distributed by Not Doppler. Or Dot Doppler, not Doppler. I think it was Dot Doppler. And this is how fucking old I am. I would fucking play that shit all the time, and I'd hold my keyboard like a guitar because it was way easier to play like that.
I did that shit too.
I think that's how I played, because I think on the PC version of Guitar Hero 3 you could do the same thing. If you held your keyboard like a guitar, you would strum with the arrow keys, and then you'd use the 1 through 4 or 1 through 5 to actually play the guitar part. It's been a long time since I've played just regular Guitar Hero 3.
That sounds like it can be really awkward considering how big and bulky the old keyboards used to be.
Yeah, I mean, this is I started playing this well after I got my first membrane keyboard from, I think it was the Logitech 710. But it was the perfect size, and I even I manufactured a fucking leather strap that I could throw on and attach to the side of my keyboard just so it I wouldn't have to carry the whole weight of my keyboard on my left hand.
Did you hot glue some fucking Velcro to it? Is that what you did?
No. I actually there's two strap points that for I don't even know what they're for. I think they're for putting it into a carrying case. I'm not 100% sure, but I just I looped some sailing twine into that, and then I actually properly wove it into a piece of leather.
Oh, okay. That sounds dope as fuck, actually.
Yeah, no, it looked goofy as fuck.
Yeah, it sounds awkward as hell.
And also it was great. If I ever went to a LAN party, I had a handle for my keyboard just to carry it around. But also the other thing is I've always used wired keyboards my entire life, so that made everything super fucking awkward.
Right.
And I think that when I got really big into Guitar Hero 3 is when I had a laptop, which is why I switched to the Xbox 360 handheld controller, because using the fucking imagine trying to hold a laptop like that, or inverting your hand, because normally your pinky's on the 5 key, and now my fucking pinky is on the fucking 1 key if I play it normally. So yeah,
right,
fucking
right, yeah. That sounds really. Well, you could always play Southpaw, right? It would work.
Yeah, I tried doing that, but it visually the visual cues were then all wrong. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna learn how to play on the Xbox 360 controller. Okay. And I think
that's fair. That does sound awkward, especially with the laptop.
I think the first song that I FC'd ever with the Xbox 360 controller. The first song I ever learned on the Xbox 360 controller how to beat was Cult of Personality. And then the first song that I ever FC'd was Bulls on Parade. I was so fucking proud of myself. And now I look back on that and I'm like, dude, Bulls on Parade is the easiest fucking song on Guitar Hero 3.
Do you remember the Rock Band game that came out for the PSP?
The one that had the fucking goofy ass fucking controller on it?
No, I never used the controller. I used the gamepad.
Oh no, I didn't even realize that they had something like that.
Yeah, well, you played all the instruments.
Huh.
So you had while you were playing, you had to switch instruments.
That is goofy as fuck.
It sounds goofy, but it was fun as hell to play, and The first song I full cleared was Superman.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it was Superman on expert. I was super proud of myself.
So at the local game shop where you and I grew up, they actually like I was no longer allowed to use that controller in like Guitar Hero tournaments. Because like these are like not professional people. Like these are all people who are expecting to play against like other people who are like similarly abled.
Decent, right?
And on like the guitar controller. And there are certain songs which are significantly easier on the 360 controllers because they have these like weird runs and jumps that normally you have to do pinky shifts all the time. The one I think of immediately is Impulse by Endless Sporadic.
Okay.
And I can fucking I can full clear Impulse on expert.
Was it so I never was there for these tourneys. Was it expert tourneys or was it just do your best?
Expert tourneys. Well, the other thing is if you don't play on expert, like you're fucked because the score difference is so fucking high. Like you are better off doing shittily on expert than you are doing well on hard.
Right. So I was never I made the immediate jump because Rock Band 3 was similar to the release of Rock Band 1 and Guitar Hero 3 were similar when they came out. It was very close from what I remember.
So I think the more apt comparison is between Rock Band, the first Rock Band, and Guitar Hero Worlds Tour.
Maybe. That might be better. Because
Guitar Hero 3 only had lead guitar, rhythm guitar, or bass as the options for playables. Yes. And Worlds Tour was the one where you could do fucking vocals or fucking drums or what have you.
Right. And they tried to go off of, because Rock Band blew up when it came out.
Mm-hmm. I think honestly, like the current like state of rhythm games is just fucking, it's so fucking sad. Like,
so I had a blast with the new Rock Band.
Yeah, but
but it seemed to be more difficult comparatively. I mean, there was only technically 3 buttons, right? But
I just, it's so sad looking at like the state of rhythm. So like nowadays, like what even was the newest Rock Band? Rock Band.
It was just called Rock Band, from what I remember.
Yeah, the one that came out in 2007, or Rock Band Rivals.
It came out 2000.
It's Rock Band 4 is 16? the most. Rock Band 4 is the most recent one,
and it had the new guitar.
Yeah, and
it was fun.
The one with the new guitar was the new Guitar Hero game. The 6-fret guitar that was the new Guitar Hero.
My bad. Yeah,
it was fun, right, but like compare that to like Guitar Hero 3, it's not even fucking close.
It's not close. I agree.
Like the quality of the game is dog shit.
Yeah. I liked that guitar though. That was a fun way to spin it.
Oh yeah, no, I think people shat on the guitar a little too much, and like I thought it was fun. Like I wasn't good at it, but I was definitely like starting to learn. But it was fun.
Yeah.
But like Harmonix is just like it's really or no, it's not Harmonix who does who published Guitar Hero. Because Harmonix did what's it called? Is it just Activision?
It's just straight Activision, from what I remember.
Oh, Red Octane, Neversoft, and Harmonix did stuff for Guitar Hero. Okay. But God, it's so depressing. Like even like just following the Guitar Hero series is so fucking sad. Like Guitar Hero 1, like pretty dog shit. It was bad. Guitar Hero
it was the first, at least of that like genre.
Yeah. Guitar Hero 2 though, hell yeah. Good ass fucking, that was, dude, the song list in Guitar Hero 2 was fucking sick, dude.
Guitar Hero
fucking Guitar You Really Got Me. There's like a Van Halen version. Fucking a whole bunch of like Alice Cooper and fucking man.
I thought 3 had Van Halen as well as
3 was the best one. Like no one like objectively speaking, it's not my personal favorite one, but it is the fucking best one. It had like a
literally
fucking
what got it's literally what made them a household brand.
It had fucking story mode. The fucking story for Guitar Hero 3 is fucking hilarious too. Because it's, especially when you consider that it's a game published by Activision, and it's a whole story about selling out to the man.
Well, that was before Activision became what they are today.
This is when like
they were fun.
Yeah, this is when Activision was still like it was Neversoft, by the way, who developed Guitar Hero 3.
Oh, right.
So yeah, what even were like the games that came out around that? Notable games 2000s. That's when they took over the Call of Duty series, okay, but when they were fun. Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Ooh, they're the guys who developed the fucking GoldenEye Reloaded, isn't it?
Oh, gross.
Ooh.
We don't talk about that game.
Yeah, it's not a good one. But yeah, and then after that, it was Guitar Hero World Tour, which was... It was fine. Like, I liked it because it, like, you know, it was more fun to play with your friends. You didn't have to be a fucking god at Guitar Hero to, like, still enjoy it.
Right, and that was also the fun thing about Rock Band is that, if you're not good at guitar, just play drums. And that's what I did. And I got really good at drums.
And then, like, Guitar Hero 5 was, like, it was fine. It was just another Guitar Hero game. I don't remember the soundtrack. I'm pretty sure for this game was fairly forgettable.
The only thing that separated, besides being able to have like multiple different instruments between Rock Band and Guitar Hero, the customization of Rock Band 1 and 2 was so fucking phenomenal.
And then 3 blew it out of the water. Guitar Hero 3 blew Rock Band out of the fucking water when it came to customization. Dude, you could fucking play on a dude's skull. That was your guitar, was just some homie's skull.
I mean, are you switching the two? Did I switch the two? Because I remember just making my own character in Rock Band.
Yeah, you can create your own character, but like the guitar customization in Guitar Hero 3 was fucking phenomenal.
I guess so. Yeah, there wasn't so much of that, but like going to my aunt and my uncle's house and having my character and playing with our band was just something that just brought joy to little RJ's fucking heart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the sad shit was like, then it was like Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock.
Oh, that was bad.
And then what were the games that were released after that? Guitar Hero Van Halen, or I guess Band Hero. Band Hero was bad. That was awful. It used the Guitar Hero on Tour grip for the fucking... You'd have to plug that shit into the Game Boy slot of your fucking DS.
Oh, no.
And it was just like I honestly think that all of the series expansions were just dog shit. Like, Guitar Hero Encore, Guitar Hero Aerosmith, Guitar Hero Metallica, Guitar Hero Smash Hits, Guitar Hero Van Halen. Like, they were like fine. Like, they're good songs, but like they didn't feel like they fit in a Guitar Hero game.
They feel like DLC.
They were DLCs, but they didn't feel like good ones.
Yeah, that's true.
And then of course there was fucking the honestly the only thing that kind of saved the Guitar Hero series for a little bit, DJ Hero. That
was part of that, right?
Mm-hmm. And it was I thought it was insanely fun.
It was from what I heard, it was fun, but that didn't really do well.
Yeah,
because that means you had to buy a whole new controller, and that was $200.
Yeah, but
at the time,
definitely a good Christmas present.
I got lucky if I got socks on Christmas tree.
It's so funny. I think the one thing I wish that this is the weirdest thing ever. Like, I don't like Activision fucking being in bed with the fucking Chinese and fucking with Blizzard and fucking up Call of Duty and all that shit. Like, I couldn't care less about that. Here's the only thing I actually want them to do: send out more technicians to fix Guitar Hero Arcade, because every single Guitar Hero Arcade has the worst fucking controllers known to man. They're just all beat to shit.
They're not going to. They don't go.
No, they never will.
And plus, they have way too much shit on their hands right now. I'm surprised they're even coming out with another season for Diablo 3.
I mean, they've probably planned out the seasons for like the past 10 years. There's like the fucking Diablo 3 department of Activision are literally like kicking their feet up at home doing dick all and then just like hitting a button and it's like, okay, time to release season 25.
Updated.
They had a mobile version. Wait, they had Guitar Hero 3 mobile. Wait, this is a thing? Hold on. Guitar Hero 3 mobile. This was a thing? Wait, what?
I think I saw something.
It ran on Windows Mobile. That was the only OS it ran on.
Oh, gross.
No wonder it didn't fucking work. And there's Backstage Pass. Guitar Hero 3 Backstage Pass for Java. Oh, it looks bad. It looks bad. Then they did, dude. I didn't realize they did mobile games. World's Tour Mobile. Did they at least release this on Android? Oh, they did. Holy shit. Includes 15 songs. Are You Gonna Go My Way, Hollywood Nights, Lazy Eye, Obstacle 1, One Way or Another, Overkill, Re-Education Through Labor, Santeria. So there's one song that's popular on here. Or three. We've got Santeria, Sweet Home Alabama, and Up Around the Bend are the only 3 popular songs.
That they could afford?
Yeah, I guess so. That's pretty depressing. Then they also did Guitar Hero 5 on mobile. It looks like they also released on Android. It's so fun. You have to like fucking find, like, there's like some people make like private wiki pages for these because they're so unknown.
They're not even coming up when I look it up.
Wow. Okay. And then they did a Guitar Hero game for iOS. Oh, I think they did like Guitar Hero Live for iOS. I remember this. Yep, Guitar Hero iOS, Wiki Hero. Removed from the App Store in 2014. I remember I had this for the iPod Touch. I completely forgot about this. What was the set list for this?
Oh, I remember seeing that I remember seeing the app because I didn't have a smartphone up until high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a really janky fucking smartphone then.
I don't think this wasn't on Android, was it? No, it wasn't.
But I remember my buddy having Guitar Hero for his iPod Touch. I remember that.
Yep, it came with Cousins, Paint It Black, Savior, Say It Ain't So, Seven Nation Army, and We Are the Champions, and then everything else you had to fucking buy. Man, there's not very many good ones here. Oh wait, hold on. The Star Spangled Banner. That's a good one.
Oh yes. It's the best one.
You know, I for the longest time forgot that We Three Kings was like a song. I forgot it was like at one time the most difficult song on Guitar Hero. I was just like going through like my set list of shit that I have on Clone Hero last night, and I was like, but yeah, no, all of these DLCs look incredibly like not worth buying. And RJ, do you know what else is definitely not worth buying?
What's that?
NFTs.
Oh, transition. All right, go on your rant. I'll be here. I'll make commentary every once in a while.
NFTs are fucking stupid. I'm just gonna say it now. Get it out of the way.
I agree.
I'm not a huge fan of cryptocurrency in general. NFTs are like the pinnacle, in my opinion, of stupidity in cryptocurrency.
I mean, why would you buy an image online?
Okay. It's interesting that you bring that point up. Do you know that you're not actually purchasing the image?
No, I did not.
The image is uploaded to like a cloud storage service. Like the most common ones are like Google Drive and like Dropbox. And then the actual token that's on the blockchain, the one that's embedded when you make a transaction is a link to the file on the cloud service. So what you essentially own is a link to a piece of media. You don't actually own the original copy of the media.
Ah.
And like,
so what would be the difference between that and a screenshot?
A couple of things. Screenshots are like not perfect recreations of data, like not always. And but it does bring up an interesting point. And also I think this is so fucking funny. Fandom, the Wikia fandom for Guitar Hero in the bottom left corner just put up an alert that says NFTs are taking off. Sound off and share your thoughts here. So when you purchase like if you're like at like, you ever been at like a restaurant or like a cafe and there's a painting on the wall that's for sale and you're like, well, I've got fucking $500 burning a hole in my pocket, unbolt this from the urinal and let me take it home. When you purchase that piece of art, it's like it's a physical commodity.
They can't be recreated to that exact perfect because it's physically done.
No one, you can emulate it, and this brings up an interesting point too. When like people are like, oh, you can't take a picture of the Mona Lisa and own the Mona Lisa. You know what's interesting? No one owns the Mona Lisa. Like, technically speaking, it's on display at the Louvre, but I don't think that there is a single person who owns the rights to display it, because the Mona Lisa is in the free domain. It's like it is in the 100%. Public. It is in the public domain. So you are allowed to recreate the Mona Lisa. You're allowed to take a picture of the Mona Lisa. You're allowed to have a 1-to-1 recreation of the Mona Lisa. You could revive Leonardo da Vinci and have him repaint the Mona Lisa for you as exactly as it is. And it would still be legal for you to own it. It just wouldn't be. And I believe it's also legal for you to commercialize it. Do not quote me on this. I am not a copyright lawyer, but I am fairly certain you are allowed to commercialize it.
I believe if it's a certain age, I don't remember the exact age because it likes to change whenever a certain like last time we explained.
Or can you commercialize something in the public domain? This is a real easy Google search here. It can be used without permission or charge because nobody owns it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It is. Can I use text available in the public domain for commercial use? Blah 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 blah. Yeah, no one owns the rights to the work once it's in the public domain. So here's the interesting thing about NFTs. When you purchase an NFT, you are not purchasing the right of the NFT. You are purchasing essentially a copy of the NFT. And this is where NFTs get into some legal gray area. How do you prove that a digital good is the original digital good? If I have a text file, right, it's just a whole bunch of ones and zeros. Just say it's a plain text file. It says hello world, right? And I send that to RJ, right? He can dick around with the metadata and have it say that it was created on his computer. He can have it say that it was created at a time before I created it. And yes, like he would have to perjure himself to prove that to say that he made it first. But how do you prove, other than hearsay, that mine was created first? It's a huge, and so part of that is an NFT is not the original work. It is a copy of the original ones and zeros that make up a medium uploaded to fucking Google Drive that you then get a link to. And this that's one of the biggest problems that NFTs have is if I'm like the copyright owner of a piece of artwork and I sell it as an NFT and then you do something that I don't like you doing, because I own the copyright to the original work, I can sue you. Even though you purchased it.
Even though, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's the difference.
And doesn't that kind of defeat, like, let's say I pay for someone's services to do a piece of art for me.
Mm-hmm.
isn't that just like more? Doesn't that say like, oh, this art is mine because I paid for it, rather than, oh, this link is mine because I paid for it? Isn't that more? Uh, isn't that better for the person that bought it, just to pay for someone or to commission someone to draw them something rather than buying something? If that makes sense. I don't know if that does what I just said.
So when you buy a physical painting, it's the same thing. And this is one the actual problem isn't the fact that copyright law is different with NFTs than it is with physical artwork. It's just people don't fucking understand copyright when it comes to art. Okay. If you buy a physical copy of a painting, the original artist still owns the copyright for it. They own it, and they have, as soon as they make it, they should, if it's a legally significant work, they should take steps to make sure that everyone fucking knows that they are the original artist.
Right. But what? Okay.
The only time that they surrender the copyright is, one, when it goes into the public domain, and two, if they sign over the copyright to the buyer. And there is no option with NFTs to sign over the copyright to the buyer.
So like, let's say I commission you to do a song for me.
Sure.
That's my song, technically, correct?
You own the song, but you commissioned me. You commissioned it to me. I own the copyrights to the original song.
Okay. So
unless I specifically sign over my share of the copyright over to you, and I say that he had a significant contribution, more significant than my own, in developing this original piece of art.
Okay. So isn't that how usually commissioning works, though?
It depends. It can go either which way. It's really, music is not a real great example because music is very, very messy when it comes to copyright law. It's honestly like the worst medium when it comes to copyright law outside of like film. Because who the fuck who individually owns the copyright to like the Avengers? Like no one fucking knows. It's some fucking copyright jackass over at Disney. and like they can hide behind like the corporation, shit.
Well, aren't corporations technically considered a single person or a single unit?
Yeah, they're considered a person even though it's not a person. But yeah, it's but like who actually owns that? It's not the CEO, it's not the owner of the company, it's not the president of the company. Who actually owns? Which physical person owns the copyright to something like Aladdin? No one fucking it's no one.
I guess actually no one, just the company itself.
Just the company owns it. So in that sense, yes, it's fucking crazy. But like this leads to a whole bunch of like really crazy things. Like, can like a director really say that a film that they directed is their movie? Like they own the movie? No, because they don't actually own the copyright for the film. Warner Brother does.
But they had a huge part in it.
Yeah.
That's kind of like saying like, actually this is a horrible example now I'm thinking about it, is like when your favorite fucking baseball team wins, you're like, oh, we won, even though you have nothing to do with it. It's kind of feels
it's similar. Like and like the whole like dodgy like shit about that is like the reason that like a company like Warner or Disney or any company like that can claim that is because like, look, we're protecting you, we're protecting the rights of your work, like by claiming the copyright of it. Like we own it, but you did it, and the reason for that is we're protecting that. We're protecting the legacy.
They're also paying.
But yeah,
they're also putting a lot of money down on. So I guess you can let it slide when it comes to getting paid millions of dollars to direct a movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or write a movie. Yeah, it's your movie. However, you don't. That's fine because they for those copyrights.
Yeah. So, but back to NFTs and how much they upset me. I wanted to point out I have like a full thing of notes here, and my fucking tablet died. So I'm doing a lot of this from memory, and some of my. So I'm not going to sit here and claim that everything that I'm saying is 100% legally accurate because it's probably not.
It's Mountain Dew talking.
It's the Mountain Dew. One of the other big problems that I have is I don't like in its current iteration, like cryptocurrency makes no fucking sense. It's
imaginary money.
It's a fiat. It's a fiat currency. It's and it really brings up like how like NFTs bring up how little people understand about copyright law. Cryptocurrencies bring up how little people understand about like economics.
Yeah.
Cryptocurrency is the equivalent of like the easiest way to describe what cryptocurrency is that there is for every single transaction that there is a person there with a notebook that doesn't have any whiteout, just writing down what it is. But as far as like what the actual transaction could be, it's as good as being monopoly money. And the only thing that gives cryptocurrency value is the amount of people who utilize it.
Right.
It's honestly it's the same thing as the US dollar, right? Is that there is nothing backs the US dollar, and nothing has since we abandoned the gold standard, other than as I think who abandoned the gold standard?
I would say
that was Nixon. So wow. Nixon, he aptly put it that the United States dollar is worth the goodwill of the United States government owing the people a debt. But what it actually means is the US dollar is only as valuable as people using the US dollar. If all of us tomorrow, I don't fucking know how many, like 2 billion people in the United States decided tomorrow that we were going to just switch to the euro and just like not make any transactions anymore in the US dollar, which is, I understand for all of you economics professors who are going to be upset with me, I understand that this is not feasible.
Yeah.
But it would devalue the US dollar so incredibly much. Like it would become useless. Like the value of the dollar would decrease so much and prices for everything in the US dollar would fucking skyrocket.
That's how most currencies work, right? There isn't really anything that's backed by an actual physical object anymore.
Yeah, it's... There's so much wrong with like, and the other problem with crypto is, so this is why the dollar is always going to be stronger than whatever cryptocurrency is. The United States government is a fairly recent government, but it's still been around for like almost 300 years. Yeah. And the US dollar has been around for almost 300 years. There's 300 years worth of history backing the faith of the US dollar.
Right. We can't invest in the US dollar thing.
Yeah, I mean, you technically can by purchasing treasury bonds, but
who does that anymore?
It's funny you should say that. Everyone who is watching this, purchase treasury bonds. You will get a guaranteed return better than inflation. This is my big advice of the day. Look into getting treasury bonds. Okay, it's if you want to safely save money, it's one of the best ways to do it. Back on track though. Cryptocurrency hasn't been around that long, and there's so like it's so uncertain. Like I'm pretty sure like percentage owned of Bitcoin by whales. 79 owners in Bitcoin account for 14.15% of the total supply of Bitcoin. And like, yeah, you can compare that to the US dollar, which has control of the most, or the US government who has control of the US dollar. But we don't fucking know who these 79 people are. We know who the federal treasury is. Yeah, right. It's not. And, I don't know why people are like. There's so much uncertainty when it comes to Bitcoin. It makes it an incredibly volatile investment and/or currency. Not to mention the way that Bitcoin is set up right now is nothing has value in Bitcoin. Things have value in the US dollar, which is then converted between the US dollar and Bitcoin at a fucking exchange rate. So, like, I cannot buy a cup of coffee with Bitcoin because the value of Bitcoin changes so fucking much.
Right. Well, there's some places that allow you to buy things with Bitcoin.
Yeah, but not at one price. I have to fucking convert it to the US dollar. One day I could walk into a coffee shop and it's going to cost me, theoretically, let's say like 2,000ths of a Bitcoin. The next day I could walk in and it's going to cost me half a Bitcoin. Right. Because those prices are not determined based on the value of Bitcoin. They're based on the value of Bitcoin versus the US dollar.
We should have a world money so that everyone uses the same currency.
Honestly, I don't think it matters.
No, it doesn't. I'm just
you're going to have the same, like you're going, everyone can come up with what they think the perfect economic system is, and none of them are perfect.
No, I agree.
Like economic socialism is not perfect. Economic capitalism isn't perfect. You like, there's never going to be a perfect system between the two, and each and every one of them have different problems. Some of them are social problems, and some of them are actual, like, economically speaking, theoretically, they don't make any sense.
Right. No, I agree.
And the real decision between which one you like and don't like is really based on like which of those issues you can live with and which ones you can't. The way that the United States is set up right now, I don't really like how heavily invested we are in this whole idea of trickle down economics and like top down capitalism. I think it's fucking dumb, but I'm still I'll live with it.
It hasn't been working.
I'll live with it because the United States hasn't gone bankrupt, like absolutely bankrupt yet.
Right.
Like, yeah, I'm probably going to end up as a fucking broke 40-year-old, but like, there's not much I can do to change that.
Just have kids; they'll take care of you.
No,
that's what most of our parents did.
Yeah, but the problem is that everyone, and the more kids you have, the more money you end up having to save for your kids, and saving
right.
money does not stimulate the economy. It's one of the most basic economic. Jesus Christ, I actually just like lost my train of thought, like legitimately. But it's a pretty basic economic concept that spending money, like it helps the economy and it stimulates the economy. Saving money does the opposite of that.
Right.
I'm just saying, like I'm not saying anything. We might want to look at instituting a tax on unrealized capital. Like even something small, like 0.5% on unrealized capital, so that it doesn't completely nuke the middle class, but it also like forces like billionaires who just shove their money away into like actually spending some money, or like having their like trillions of dollars that's just sitting in unrealized capital gains, just like actually like use it to like properly stimulate the economy and put them into economic systems and social programs that actually are known to work. So I'm just saying, just an idea.
That also goes against how we have our shit developed, though.
How so?
Because you can't essentially you can't charge somebody for doing nothing. You can charge them what they earn because they earn that, but if they have it saved, it's literally doing nothing.
No, it's increasing in value. That's what unrealized capital gains means. So if I put money away, if I say like I put $2,000 away, right? That money isn't taxed until I remove the $2,000 from the economy, and it's taxed then as realized capital gains. But as it's accruing money, you know, if it goes from like, let's say I invest in some fucking miracle stock, right? And it goes up to 100% of what it originally was. So it's now worth, what did I start with, $2,000? Let's say it's worth $4,000 now, right? If I leave like my, whatever it is, 100 shares of whatever stock that I bought, that's now worth double what they originally were. I'm not taxed on that until I cash out.
Right. Yeah.
That makes no fucking sense. Why the fuck would I cash out then? You know?
Because it could change. It could be worth less.
But if I transfer that value of that stock to another stock, I'm not penalized for that.
Oh, I thought you did get penalized for that.
Okay. Any capital gains that are not made into that are not converted into liquid cash are not taxed.
Okay. Well, there should be a slight tax.
That's what I'm fucking saying, dude.
Okay. Okay, that's fair.
I wouldn't like I have fucking I sit on unrealized capital gains as well because I my mom taught me well to fucking save money, and I don't have a problem with paying a little bit of tax on the money that I've earned. Now if I lose money, yeah, like I fucking get it. Don't fucking tax losses on money. That doesn't make sense. But if I make $300,000 a year in like just from sitting doing fucking dick all nothing, I don't mind tossing fucking $1,500 to someone who may be less fortunate in a social program. Once again, responsible social programs that actually are known to work.
Right.
Because I didn't do anything to earn that money. I just fucking sat on it. And
I think a lot of people will be angry if that happened, though.
Yeah, no, it's never going to happen because, believe it or not, a lot of U.S. politicians make quite a bit of net worth out of fucking unrealized capital gains.
Yeah.
And there's plenty, between just Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, they have more lobbying power than, most of the nation combined. So it's just would never happen.
I also think that this is just me spitballing, but so we, or at least the United States, likes to outsource for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Well, what if we increase the tariffs on companies that are outsourcing?
That'll also never happen because of quality. So I actually have gotten into debates about this, fighting on the other side of this. The reason why the quality of work in the United States is so high is because we outsource a lot of dirty work to other countries. And so you have to play then the moral game of, do we want to send 12-year-olds into coal mines, or do we want to just,
Okay. Outsource things. Well, then 12-year-olds are still going to coal mines.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what country they're from.
Yeah.
It's still
but
Jimmy. It can barely fucking walk.
It plays into the mentality of because I don't see it, it's not happening.
But that's
you're going to have you and I are going to have very different outlooks on it because you and I have, we're both fairly well traveled.
Yes.
But as far as just the mentality of the average American, they're never going to agree with something like that.
I guess that's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 9 times out of 10, a person couldn't kill a cow for food, but they can go to the supermarket and buy steak.
Exactly. I do want to wrap up this crypto rant with one final point. With NFTs, NFTs, to mint them or to like any sort of transaction costs cryptocurrency, of course. And my biggest problem with cryptocurrency is that it's destroying the environment, which is really weird.
Because people are overdoing it with their electric bill.
Well, not just that. There's a silicon shortage, a worldwide silicon shortage. And so a whole bunch of silicon is being diverted right now into mining cryptocurrency, something which has no inherent value.
Fuck crypto, yeah. Fuck crypto miners. I can't get myself a 30 series fucking graphics card.
It's not that. The automotive industry is suffering.
Yeah, that
going into space, continuing technological developments across all sectors. The medical field is fucking taking a beating.
Yep.
To me, it's crazy that you have all of these super woke people promoting cryptocurrency or promoting NFTs. And on the other side of the same coin, they're also saying we need to save the world and we need to fucking plant more trees and do more shit. You are part of the problem. I'm not saying that I'm not. I'm literally I've got a fucking 800-watt power supply that's fucking burning coal somewhere. But I'm not as bad as the person who's bought who fucking supports people who buy warehouses worth of crypto miners just so they can sell their stupid fucking drunk monkey on fucking OpenSea.
No, I agree. No, yeah. Somewhere in cool. Well, China's trying to ban crypto mining at this point because they're
if the fucking power infrastructure of China is suffering, imagine how the power infrastructure here in California is going to handle that.
Let alone America alone.
We got hit with a couple of natural disasters, and suddenly the entire power grid of California just fucking fell flat on its face. And now we're adding a whole bunch of fucking power sucking fucking crypto miners to it. Yeah, that's gonna definitely fucking work out.
That's kind of why I like living in the South, because we don't...
No one there knows what cryptocurrency is.
Crypto what?
You're a good 2 decades out from having people like talk about Bitcoin in the streets. Do you guys have the $100 bill that has the blue line down there yet?
Yes, we do.
Okay, just making sure.
Clarksville technically is a college/military town, so we got both sides of the spectrum.
Fun.
Yeah, that's weird. It's a weird mishmash.
I went to Cal Maritime, so I had a whole bunch of sailors and a whole bunch of people who are in the California State University system. It's pretty much as polar left and polar right as you can get.
Yeah, no, this is about the same. Although the military is really weird with its stance on politics.
Yeah. Yeah.
And technically, we're not supposed to talk about it because I can't speak for the military.
Yeah. The quick disclaimer: RJ does not speak on behalf of the United States Army.
I do not.
In the same way, I don't speak I don't speak for any of the companies I work for.
Right.
I also don't speak for the university or for the California State University system when I talk about my experiences of those kinds of things.
You can't. You're not allowed to. You get fucking fired.
But yeah, no, I'm fucking sick and tired of like people hyping, because the other thing is like a lot of like NFT, like people are like, you gotta buy NFTs, like dude, you look at how much money I made. Like it's so much survivorship bias. Like the people who made like, you know, millions of dollars on, you know, meme stocks at the beginning of the year is like the amount of people that actually succeeded is so small compared to the people who fucking fell flat on their face and had to take out another mortgage on their home.
Yes.
And
a lot of those people that made it, didn't they? Aren't they like doing some legal repercussions? Didn't they like?
I don't have enough knowledge on the subject to really speak on it.
From what I was reading, so like the whole GameStop thing, because people knew that the stock was going to go up and they invested, they made millions. It was technically insider trading, or they considered it technically insider trading or something of the sort.
I know. Yeah, deep fucking value. One of the guys who was big into it, got sued, but it's not for insider trading.
Oh, it wasn't? I thought it was something of the sort.
I think he like got like a false or misleading, like he was like claiming a fake persona, and he like, because he like owns like a whole bunch of like securities licenses. I don't know enough like, about like financial law to comment too much on this.
Yeah, I definitely don't know that much.
But yeah, he got sued for undermining the integrity of the market for GameStop shares, and I'm pretty sure that this case got dismissed.
Oh,
don't fucking quote me on that.
Okay.
Because this came out in like February. I'm not sure what the update is, and this is on The Verge, and they've got fucking spotless reporting there.
Yeah, the best.
I want to see what his most recent post on Reddit is. Let's take a look. See. Final update. He in total gained $19 million. Sheesh. That was 8 months ago.
He gained 19 million, but how many fucking faces did he step on?
That's a good question. I have no clue.
Probably more than you can count. Right?
I'm trying to see what his first YOLO was. He started so long ago. Holy shit. Wow. He's been fucking pumping GME for a fucking long ass time. His first post that I can find is from 2 years ago, and he made wow, this is a crazy fucking call. He made a call for $8 on fucking, the call was for January 15th, 2021, for the share price to be $8. I'm pretty sure it was like 40 something dollars.
Yeah, it went up a lot.
But yeah, Jesus.
No, I thought it I thought it was close.
So it looks like here his first call was in June of 2019. Wow.
Yeah.
And he just kept fucking buying. And then he bought some like $10, $12 calls, which all fucking, it looks like they got fucking demolished, but about $62,000 worth of fucking GME calls.
Oh, for GME specifically.
Or sorry, $26,000 on $8 in May. So his total, that his like first like several investments by like, I don't even know when the last one was made. But this is, as far as this date is concerned, this screenshot that I'm pulling, he spent a total of 15, 26. Wow, that's a lot. He spent a lot of money.
So he started investing when again?
June 7th of 2019.
Okay, so when he started investing was 15. Almost 16, right? And it was 15, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
At its peak, can you guess
what the peak share price was?
Yeah.
It was like, what, $63?
No.
250?
325.
Yeah, I sold before that.
Oh, yeah, you're part of the problem.
Yeah, no, of course I fucking was.
Solution. Part of the solution, I would say.
Fuck trust funds, dude.
325. Yeah, exactly. No. $325 flat. Just 300. That's nuts. That's still nutty. January 29th, 2021.
Yeah. Man's was
went from
absolute legend.
From $10, $3. My bad. At its low, $3 to 320. It went over 100%.
Jeez. We should probably wrap this episode up. It's getting a little long.
It is. And we're kind of just going on our normal rants.
Yeah, we've fucking fallen off the fucking rails here.
Yes.
All right.
But that's how we do it here in the Take the L podcast.
Thank you everyone for watching or listening. We'll be back soon. We've got so much fucking shit to do.
Yeah. We got a next month.
Update on, I guess, upcoming projects. The lake we're pushing back until this summer, just because like there's been some pretty serious pre-production changes on it. So yeah, no, it's still happening. It's slow, but yeah, we're still working on that. You got anything, RJ, that you're working on?
Nope. I'm still thinking about I'm gonna wait for Elden Ring to fully release or fully think about that at the From Software kind of Souls games.
Okay.
I want to see how Elden Ring does. To think about making a video about it.
But yeah, we're still here, still doing stuff. I don't know what the fucking video during the off week is gonna be, but we'll fucking figure something out. But until then, we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for listening, everyone.